はい、いらっしゃいませ。今回は
Welcome to the taxi lesson. Today we will practice taxiing in the P-51D. Press the spacebar key to begin. As with most other aircraft configured with a tail-dragging undercarriage, taxiing in the P-51 can be tricky. Forward visibility is obstructed by the nose, and it doesn't take much to nose over into the ground. To maintain awareness of the area ahead, the aircraft is taxied in a zigzag or S pattern, turning it from side to side as it rolls forward. You can move your head position to either side in the cockpit to peek around the nose. To do so, press left Alt plus C to enable mouse view mode, and press and hold the mouse wheel while dragging the mouse left and right. Alternatively, you can use the commands right control plus right shift plus num 4 and right control plus right shift plus num 6 to move your head from side to side. Press the spacebar key to proceed. Another important element to keep in mind is the position of the control stick. When the stick is held aft of center, pulled toward the pilot, the tail wheel is limited to 6 degrees of rotation to either side. This is the standard taxi and takeoff position of the stick. It helps maintain directional control, but limits the turning radius of the aircraft. When the stick is pushed forward of neutral, the tail wheel is unlocked and becomes free swiveling. In this case, the rudder pedals do not control the tail wheel. This makes it possible to perform tight turns, but can be very tricky to control as the aircraft rotation can be sudden and violent depending on speed, applied brakes, engine power, and rudder position. Press the spacebar key to proceed. When taxiing over a smooth and level surface, such as this runway, very little engine power is required. It's also best to minimize the use of brakes to prevent unnecessary wear and heat. Hot brakes can easily ice over after takeoff as the aircraft climbs into colder temperatures at altitude. Press the spacebar key to proceed. Press right control plus enter to open the controls indicator so you can monitor the position of your flight controls. Pull the control stick aft of center and hold it there to keep the tail wheel locked for taxiing.
Then, 左のコントロールまたは左のオルトキーと W キーを押すと片方のブレーキだけ押すことができます。ブレーキをかけることができます。
To practice taxi control, we will use a lead car to take you through a short taxiing course. The car is now waiting in position to your left. Press the spacebar key when you are ready to begin.
The
car will now drive forward at about 10 mph. Add a little power to begin moving forward. Use the numpad plus and minus keys to control the throttle. Use the Z and X keys to control the rudder pedals to turn left and right. Use the W key to depress the wheel brakes as required. Zigzag from side to side as you follow the car through the course. Try to stay between 100 and 300 feet from the car. Don't worry, if you get too far behind, it will stop until you catch up. Don't get too close either, or the driver will panic from fear of being turned into mincemeat and will stop. The car will now turn onto the taxiway to the right.
それで右に曲がるときに W を押してしまうと両方ホイールじゃないブレーキがかかってしまうので右ブレーキだけかけるようにするとそうすると右に90度曲がれます。まあこの飛行機はちょっと斜め上を
The car will now turn left to come around onto the taxiway leading back to the runway.
前方が見えないのでそこは気をつけて、外部視点も使ってもいいので
The car has stopped so you can catch up.
本当に少しだけスロットルをかけてタキシングをしていきます。今車が
The car is moving again. We'll stop here for a moment. Moving on, we'll now make a left onto the runway.
今度は左に曲がります。ちょっとね、この後のレッスンも見たんですけど、テイクオフ
The car has stopped so you can catch up.
AI が死んでるんですよね。それでテイクオフデモンストレーションなのになんで墜落してるんだっていう、ちょっとおかしいので、
The car is moving again.
ちょっと温度も上がりすぎなんですよね。ちょっとおかしいかなっていう感じで、今回のパッチでなってるのかもしれませんが、スロットルで調節しないでホイールじゃない、ブレーキを軽くかけると
We'll now make a right turn onto the apron area to turn around to face the runway again. This is a tight space and will require some care. You may need to unlock the tail wheel to make this turn by pushing the stick forward. When the tail wheel is unlocked, use differential braking to control your turn. Press left shift plus W to use the left wheel brake, and left alt plus W to use the right wheel brake.
今度はここの狭いところを一周しないといけないので、右ホイール、
The car will stop
右
here.
ブレ
See
ー
if
キ
you
を
can pull up next to it.
うまくかけて回らないといけません。で、この位置だとダメみたいです。ダメですね。もう一周しますか。 場につけてあ、壊れた。ちょっとね、こういうふうに急ブレーキをかける
This
と
concludes the taxi lesson. Nice job.
プロペラが壊れます。というわけでありがとうございました。